Hey everyone, welcome to Crochet Basics. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to crochet the single crochet step by step for beginners. So grab your hook and yarn and let's crochet together. So today I am using a weight 4 acrylic yarn. It's just a light baby pink. I'll be using a 5.5mm hook, which is what this yarn calls for. You will need some scissors, a stitch marker, and it's optional. If you want to weave in your ends, you will need a yarn needle. So these are two kinds that are very common with crochet. This bent style is usually used more for plushies, but you can really use it whenever you prefer. And then this is just your basic needle. So let's get started. We're going to start with a chain, and I will walk you through that here, but if you want a slower version, you'll have to check out that first video. So you're going to begin with your yarn like so. You're going to just twist this over on itself, fold that loop down and grab that yarn in there, and then just pull to make a knot. Insert your hook, and we are going to chain 16. So you're going to yarn over, pull through the loop on your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So that's 4 chains. Continue on until you get to 16. I have 16 chains. We're going to begin with our single crochet. Anytime you start a row of single crochet for the base chain, which this is our base chain, that's what it's called, you're going to skip the first chain closest to your hook. So you're going to go into that second chain, grab your yarn, pull it through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through both loops. That's your first single crochet. Grab your stitch marker and insert it through those top 2 loops, and then just close it to secure it onto your project. So we won't lose that. Sometimes it can get lost, it can get too tight, and you won't be able to see it when you go back down your row. And when you're a beginner crocheter, it happens where you might miss the last stitch, and it would cause your project to start going like this because you're decreasing by accident. So we're going to start in the next stitch. You're going to insert your hook, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through both loops. That's your second single crochet. Next one, you're going to insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through. So we've got 3. Insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both. And that's number 4. Continue on, insert your hook, pull up that loop, yarn over, pull through both. So continue on down your row, and at the end you should have 15 single crochets. We will count them together to be sure. So that's how they're looking. So continue making your single crochets, and when we get to the last one, that's when I will meet you. I'm at my last chain. I'm going to insert my hook, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2. You've just completed your first row of single crochet. I'm gonna lay this flat so we can count our single crochets together. And then I would like to make note here. So we started with a chain, our base chain, then we did 1 row of single crochet. And you can see that mine lays fairly flat. If for some reason yours is bowing like this, that just means that you made this base chain too tight. So I would start over completely, and when you chain, pull your chains up just a bit more. And I'll show you what I mean real quick. So you chain like so, right? But if you're chaining too tight, you're just gonna pull through and then pull up just a little bit. So I pulled through, but I'm gonna pull up just a tiny bit. And that'll help keep your project flat. You could also try going up a hook size. Sometimes that helps. You could also chain your base chain with 1 hook size up and then go back down to the other hook when you start your single crochets. So those are 2 options if you see that happening to your project. So before we begin our second row, let's just count our single crochets. And that's similar to counting when you did your chains. So these V's you see are the top loops of the crochet. So each of those is a single crochet. So I'm going to grab my needle to show you. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 where our stitch marker is. To begin row 2, you're going to chain 1, so yarn over and pull through. Turn your work. Now we're working back through our single crochets. So right here where you see this, you might see a little space. You can with mine. You need to make sure that when you insert your hook here, you're going under both of these loops that make that little V. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. And just do that all the way across. It's just like the first row we did. Insert your hook, and you can see I am under both loops. Yarn over, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So do that all the way to the end, and when you get to your stitch marker, that's when I'll meet you back. I'm at my last stitch. I'm going to take my stitch marker out because it's easier to crochet into without that. Insert your hook, make sure you're under both loops, yarn over, pull your loop through, yarn over, pull through 2. You've just made 2 rows of single crochet. So you're going to do the same thing. If you need to put a stitch marker in your last stitch, do that. I don't, but I wanted to show you just as a beginner that you probably should, just so you don't miss any stitches. It also helps if you count at the end of each row just to make sure you're on track. So if you feel that you need to do that, I highly recommend it. Otherwise, let's go. Yarn over, pull through to chain 1, turn your work, and we're just going to crochet back down for 15 single crochet. So same thing, insert your hook under both of those loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm at the end of my row again. I am chaining 1 and I'm turning my work. So continue on, and if you want to make a little square swatch, you would just single crochet for 15 rows altogether. So we have done 3 rows of single crochet. So we have 12 more to go. So if you want to do that, go ahead. I'm going to continue mine just to show you what the entire swatch will look like when I am done. And it's a good idea just so you can reference it back later if you ever want to figure out what kind of stitch you want to use for a project. It's cool to have these. I am about to begin my last row. So I'm chaining 1, turning my work, and continuing single crocheting for 15 single crochets. And I do have another playlist on my channel called Stitch Flicks, and it's a series where I teach more advanced crochet stitches. So once you've mastered the crochet basics, you should check that out. And I'm always taking requests for stitches you guys would like to see in a tutorial. So if you have any requests, just comment them down below and they may be in my next Stitch Flicks video. I'm at my last single crochet, inserting my hook, making sure I am going under both loops. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So to fasten off a project, you will chain 1, pull that up just a bit, give yourself a little bit of a tail because we are going to weave in as well. You can remove your hook at this point and just cut your yarn and then pull that tight to secure it. And then I want to show you how to count rows also. You can see this kind of looks like a spiral, this little strand, but that is our base chain. And then we've got these stitches. This is our first row. And then you can see a difference in these ones here. So that is our second row. We're gonna start counting down here. This is our first row of single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. It can be a little confusing, but it gets easier to figure out the rows over time. To weave in, you're going to thread that tail through your needle. I would recommend giving yourself a longer tail as well. And then I like to weave mine behind stitches. I'm gonna go behind this stitch, go behind these ones. So I'm gonna try to stay behind all of these little stitches that you see. So I'm just gonna weave my needle through. And this is something else that will take practice. And I'm going to pull that. Oops, and oh, okay, there we go. I was like, it's not coming. So that I have weaved in a bit. And just for the sake, because this is a swatch, that's good enough. I'm not doing anything with this, it's just for my swatch library. You can do the same thing with the bottom tail. You don't have to weave in your ends, it's really up to you, but it is good practice. And that's my single crochet swatch all complete. And you can see that my end is rolling a little bit. That's just due to my tension, so if yours is doing that too, that's okay. You can always put something heavy on it, leave it for a while to flatten it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any updates in this series. And I will see you in the next one when we learn the half double crochet. Thank you for watching, and I'm so glad you're here.